Hello, good morning. It is the 11th of February, 10 to 10. If you're a regular to my channel, you will know that I never do these pre-record videos. I always do them live because I find it a lot easier. However, the reason that, as you'll have guessed by the title, that I'm pre-recording this is because I had an absolutely brilliant sale last night, and I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to go live on YouTube and go, oh, look at my sale, and then something go wrong. Like, I want this item to be received by the buyer, for him to be all happy, and all good before I let let this out of the bag. Although, I mean, I've said to my friends, said to the seller ladies about it, had to share it, but I'm not sharing it live yet, just in case. It's like, it's a thing, isn't it? I always feel a bit nervous if you have quite a big sale until it gets there and everything, they're happy. Yes, if you are new to my channel though, welcome. I sell all sorts. I go through quite a few phases, as is my nature. I tend to throw myself into stuff. God, coming up to about 2 years selling for myself on eBay, and I've been through a lot of phases, like the paperweight phase, a brass phase, a wicker phase, a ruffles phase. In fact, I'm wearing a bit of a ruffly thing here, but something that I've sold throughout has been Harry Potter books, and I've sold sets of paperbacks. I remember selling them for about £90, and then I guess everybody was selling them and the price started to dip. Then I decided it wasn't really worth doing the paperbacks, and I donated all. I had a lot, but I donated them all to my daughter's school, which they were chuffed to bits because schools are short of funds, so that was great for them because they read the Harry Potters, but kept on with the hardbacks. Now, usually, and I might do a video on this if let's give them a notification. I might do a video on this if people want it. I usually sell sets of hardbacks for £150. They usually go to the US or Germany. But I was just putting a set together, and when I'm going through the sets, for the description, I put down what edition it is, what print run it is. And I saw on this that it was a first edition, first print, and I picked up another one. It was only a Ted Smart, which I sold for 120 the other week, with a good print run, good edition, first edition, good print run. So I thought, oh, better, I need to start checking these individually, because individually they didn't seem to be worth as much. I think they've gone up. Yeah, I think they've gone up. So this one, got it here, ready to send out. So it's Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Quite unassuming. Would have just ended up in one of my sets. Yeah, definitely a year ago. I don't think I would have even checked it individually. Would I? I'm not sure. Anyway, thought I would just... I'm going to be flexing this on the ground. I've got to, haven't I? But I know, like, lots of people will be saying, oh, what to look for, I want to find one of these. So here's a little video. Honestly, it's an annoying phrase, but it's not rocket science. I'm kind of get the job done. It doesn't need to be perfection. Get your stuff on good enough so that people can buy it. So I'll show you what to look for. And I'll read out my title and everything, and I really, my channel's linked in the About Me anyway, my eBay shop's linked in the About Me anyway on here. I don't mind who steals my words, just don't tank the prices, just keep your prices up, okay? So I actually had, last weekend, somebody contacted me. I mean, it feels ridiculous, this. I looked it up and I thought, oh my God, people have got like £800, people regularly getting £400. this is ridiculous, you know. But I thought this about the Ted Smart one I sold the other week for 120, and I didn't mention it to anyone because I just thought, oh, that's going to come back, surely. They're going to get it and go, it's just a book, like, I'm sending it back. But, you know, they've had it a couple of weeks and I've had nothing. So I thought, well, you know, I've got a few pounds tied up in this. I'll stick it on for £800. It's ridiculous. Last weekend, somebody contacted me and said, would I take 200? And I said, oh, I would take 400. And they said, oh, no, 200 is my limit. And then I was kicking myself because sales, I've had, you know, not a zero sales, but sales tanked on Sunday. Absolutely tanked. I thought, oh, God, I should have accepted that 200. That would have given me a bit of a boost. Oh, knickers, I wonder if I should, oh, God, what should I do? And I thought, no, I'll just leave it. I've only got a few pounds tied up in this. And then I've got a bit cheesed off with auctions and best offers because, of course, I do send out best offers, but of course then it's not immediate payment and they might not pay. And I thought, oh, I'm not sending out a best offer on this. And the watches, it's only been on for about a week, the watches were zooming up. It was top of my watch list straight away. And I thought, well, it's mostly resellers, isn't it? Just following to see, oh, she's never going to get that, surely. So I had it on for 800 and I thought, oh, I'm sick of seeing it at the top of my offers list. I'll just send out an offer because I'm sick of seeing it. So I thought I'll send out an offer of £600 and thought, you know, someone's going to accept it and then not pay. And then someone accepted it last night and I thought, oh, well, then, you know, they're not going to pay. And then like 2 minutes later, they paid. And I thought, oh, right, I'll do some nosying about here. Well, I'd like to call it research. Went into the buyer's feedback and like, oh, you know, they dodge or anything. No, plenty of good positive feedback. There seems to be no issues. In fact, they've sold a Harry Potter before. Maybe they're a collector and they're upgrading their collection. Well, it'll be going in the post, super tracked, whatever I can do today. Sold for £600. And the title, so it's a hardback. That's what I look for. It's a Bloomsbury. There we go. My title is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, first edition, first print, Bloomsbury, 1998, which is the published date, HB hardback. And I did, when I was researching, I saw some quite nice wording actually, which I borrowed some of. Quite happy for anybody to borrow any of my wording. It's nothing special, to be honest. As what I would normally put, if there's any, I'd put in the condition box if it's got, when I do my sets, if it's got a dust jacket, if the dust jacket's faded, if there's any, you know, if it's dogged, you know, there could be an inscription inside. There could be, oh dear Auntie Margaret, happy Christmas, you know, all of that, or just some squiggles, you know, somebody's just drawn in their book. And I still sell them, but I just declare it and photograph it. So all that goes in the condition box. So this one's in great nick. So all I put in and I normally don't even, in the description, I have got, so there's lots of misprints. So there's lots of different bits and bobs if you're doing sets, which I'll go into in another video if anyone's interested. Let me know down below if you would be interested in a sets video. But generally, if it's not a misprints one, then I just put in the description, it's just literally the title and first edition or first edition whatever print. So, but I went a tiny bit further on this one. So all I've got 3 lines. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, first edition, first print book by Bloomsbury with the original dust jacket. Line number 1, line number, oh no, there's a few sentences there, but next line. The book is, to be honest, I did see somebody else's word and thought that's pretty good actually. I'm going to edit that a little bit and borrow a bit. The book is in very good overall condition. It has tanning. That's the bit I liked. Tanning. Oh, I've not used that phrase before. It has tanning, which I've tried to capture in the photos. Slight. It's really, well, can you see that? Like slight tanning on the edge, which is what would happen with the book as it's getting older, really. There are no inscriptions. Some light wear to dust jacket. Really, really light. This is a true first print book. That's it. That is it. And So yeah, it's got a dust jacket on. Somebody did message me and ask if I can't have photographed this, and they asked if the original price had been snipped off, so maybe that's something collectors were also interested in. And to be honest, I thought that I don't know if it was I haven't checked actually to see if it was the same person, I don't think so. I thought it was probably somebody, I'm so cynical, I thought it was probably somebody like thinking, oh, that's a ridiculous price, you put it on, and just being annoying or something. That was terrible, isn't it? And so I checked, like, see if it had been snipped off, and I just responded, no, I didn't even send a picture or anything. So that it's just some other reseller winding me up. Yeah, don't copy that bit of customer service. Naughty. So yeah, this is, well, you can have a look up anyway, the solds, but that is the cover, which, I mean, photographed from all sides, if you're doing one book, you know, the inside, all the rest of it. But this is the main bit that I photographed for sets. It says, first published 1998, Bloomsbury, copyright 1998. If it's not a first edition, it doesn't say first edition. Only the later ones say first edition. If it said first published in 98, this edition published in 2000, it's not a first edition. It's a later edition. This is first published, copyright, no later editions. This is a first edition. And the print run, you see that string of numbers down there? I hope that, yeah, it's close enough. It is always, and I only know this because somebody who I don't think is on Instagram anymore was so helpful to me when I was first doing sets. He literally let me send him photographs, and he was saying, of the Harry Potter sets, and that sounds really dodgy there. Oh God. Right, yeah, and he was so helpful, and he said, no, you know, somebody helped me out when I was, you know, starting off with this. He said, and he completely explained it to me. And the string of numbers, the lowest number in the string is the print run. I don't know, it probably could do with finding out why they do that string of numbers at some point, but it's the lowest number in the string. So first edition, first print, 600 squids, going out by armed courier today. If I do have any problems with this, then you won't be seeing this video. Yeah, so chuffed to bits and a bit like, wow, really? So keep your eyes out for Harry Potter books. I don't know about, I'm not up on the paperbacks. I'm sure there is some value in those as well, but certainly the original hardbacks are the ones that I look for. And if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. And if you want to see more, well, the latest phase is jewellery. I also sell quite a lot of cross stitch. Tend to do what's going out once a week, sometimes a haul. If you're interested in that, ring the little bell and you can see a bit more. Have a great day. Bye-bye.